Namaskar. If the things are going wrong around you and you have written it for so many times to authorities, they are not listening to you. Writing a letter to editor or to newspaper is a very good idea. So let us start learning how to write letters to editor or to newspapers.
As far as the format of a letter to editor is concerned, this is the general format for writing a letter to editor, in which we have first of all sender's address, date line, inside address, salutation, main body, complimentary close, and finally it closes with signature line. Let's start studying all these parts one by one. First of all, we have sender's address. It is written in these 3 lines. We have to mention particular location or brief location, in which we mention house number and sector. The second line tells about the main location or the prime location, that tells about the landmark. And in third, we have to mention the district headquarters along with PIN number. Since it is an era of information technology, we must give our email ID while writing the letter to editor. After we have completed sender's address, we have to write date, which is written in this format these days. After date, we have to mention inside address. Inside address means whom we are writing this letter to. Since it is a letter to editor, obviously we have to write the editor in first line. In second line, we mention the name of the newspaper like the Tribune, the Hindustan Times. The only thing we must be careful that we have to write the before writing the name of newspaper. Then we mention the place of publication of that particular newspaper. Say it is Chandigarh here, so we mention Chandigarh. After we have completed inside address, we start writing salutation. Salutation means giving regard to the person whom we are writing. It may be sir, may be madam. However, we have to mention both sir as well as ma'am. Then we start with the main course of the letter to editor. Main body, the opening line of the main body, like through the esteemed columns of your valued newspaper, etc. In this line or in this opening line, we have to mention the writing purpose. After this, we start giving the ins and outs or what we want to get published. Then we closed our main body by such lines like I hope the authorities concerned shall take immediate step in the closing of the main body. After we have written our main body, we have to wind up our letter now ceremoniously with complimentary close, in which we thank by saying thanking you, yours sincerely. Then we write our name and complete it with signatures, which is called signature line. We must be careful that we do not write to these days and avoid unnecessary commas as we used to apply in earlier times. We should follow the punctuation properly and we should maintain the symmetry of each element on the left side. Now our letter to editor is complete.
We should use standard language while writing the letters to editors because it is going to communicate masses and your jargons, your slangs shall not be understood by the common people. Write to the point and focus only on one theme or subject matter. Dealing with multiple subjects in a single letter may lead to rejection as there are limits of the length of each newspaper. I hope this video shall be useful to you and you shall also share it with others. Thank you so much for watching.